Ladies and gentlemen, gamers of all ages, welcome to Tric Trac TV. Joining me today is the legendary Mr. Croc. How are you, Mr. Croc?
Yeah, fine. Thanks.
And he's here today to tell us all about Space Cowboys in 2016. On that note, Happy New Year to all of you. Hope you had a good Christmas. This is our first video, or my first video since we've been back. And well, we're in for a bit of a treat, I think.
Yeah.
I hope so anyway.
Yeah.
So, let's get started with something that we all know and most of us love, Time Stories.
Yeah.
Which was one of the big hits of 2015.
Yes, yeah.
Provoked
a lot of people like it.
Yes, provoked a lot of chat, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But majority, a lot of people liked it, as you
Yeah.
say. And you guys were promising 3 extensions.
Yeah,
three expansions.
we promised 3 expansions per year if the game is doing well, and it's doing well.
Perfect.
So, because it was kind of risky of doing something which can only be played once. So we took the risk, and a lot of people in all countries took the risk with us. So,
For sure.
So the result is here with 3 next scenarios for the year. The first one is
Under the Mask.
Under the Mask is about Egyptian dynasty and pyramids and things like that.
That's the one. We've seen a bit of artwork already, I believe.
Yeah. It's more than 1,000 years before Christ.
Okay.
So it's a long time ago. It's a kind of not action scenarios, is more clever thinking and tricks and talking to people and things like that. So personally, I think that this is the best scenarios.
A bit more diplomatic, so to speak.
Yes, less actions, more clues and things like that.
Gotcha.
So I think it would be a good scenario for everyone. It's the first one that can be played with whole family. There is no the gory or drugs or things like that.
Family friendly, so to speak.
Yeah.
And this one is by Guillaume Montiel?
Yes, which is the author of Kemet.
Yes, I do like Kemet.
And also a long time ago, something like 20 years ago, murder parties. What is the name in English? How to host a murder, something like that.
How to host a murder, perhaps?
No. Well,
doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
It's a kind of live-action role-playing game, only in one evening when there is one people killed. And
right, like a murder party.
Murder party, yeah.
That's the one. There we go. Okay.
So that's the first one.
Yep. Won't open it. No spoilers.
No, it's only a mock-up of the pack, so there is nothing.
And here we have something that hasn't been seen yet, though.
And this one is really a rough mock-up.
It's not even stock on.
Yeah, it's Expedition Endurance. It's in at the start of the First World War. It's an expedition in the Antarctic.
Okay.
The Shackleton expedition, English one. They were stuck 6 months in the ice in the Antarctic, and now we explain what is really happening there. It's cold.
It's going to be cold.
Yeah, and something with tentacles. It's a lot of what Cthulhu mythos and things like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's a feeling of the film The Thing by Carpenter.
Right. Okay.
Close. The ship is blocked in the ice, and there are several peoples.
And something is on the ship.
Yeah.
So we're looking at maybe like the Marcy case, a bit of investigation, a bit of fighting.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's more It's a Cthulhu mythos, but with some pulp action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
And the next one, I have nothing to show you. It's something about the Templars.
The Templars.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's historical facts about the hand of the Templars when the Pope tells them that they are heretics, and then maybe give up their trees or things like that. So. It's a bigger scope scenarios with a lot of travel in the south of France, in Spain.
So instead of
in the
traveling
Middle
around a small area, you'll be traveling all around Europe.
For the moment, in Time Stories, we are small scale, like a house. Our biggest one was a town.
Yeah, Marcy case, I believe. City,
town. And now this is more like
intriguing.
Yeah, lots of and different place to go.
Of course.
That will be the first one. Under the Mask is for, I think, in the next few months.
Well, the Marcy case just came out at Christmas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. No. It's Prophecy of Dragons, which come at Christmas.
My bad. Sorry, it was Prophecy of Dragons.
Marcy case was sold at the same time as the basic game.
Yep. Okay.
And Expedition Endurance will be for summer, and for the end of the year, it's I think Secret of the Temple or something like that.
Okay then.
So
there you go then.
For time stories, that we'll say that's all, but
well, that's all for the moment. That's still enough.
Three more than 400 cards to illustrate, to translate in a whole language. It's rather complicated.
I remember when I came to the office not too long ago when you guys were printing out
the
Prophecy of Dragons cards. So I had to hide my face and not see anything, but it was literally just the thing would not stop printing
it was
meters of cards.
Yeah, 200 cards back, 200 cards front, and times 3 language. Oh. So it's more like to get 1,200 cards to review. So
that's a lot of rereading. I don't envy you, but hey, a game that you guys took a gamble on worked well, and it seems to keep going well. Yeah. So hopefully it will stay that way.
We hope so. Yeah. Next things we will show you the 6 games that will be out in this year. Until the end of the year, there are some things that will be sold on at the Cannes Festival. Okay. In a few months.
End of February. If I'm not mistaken.
It's 1 month and a half. It's really quick. So we have the project almost done.
Yes. This is Via Nebula, also known, or used to be known as Stone. If I'm not mistaken.
It was a working title for Martin Wallace. The game will be out. So in Cannes, the name is now Via Nebula. It's you can.
Yep, I was going to say there's stuff.
The box is empty because people upstairs are playing it. So you see that it's about a country which is covered in fog, in smoke.
Yep.
Smoke.
Mist.
It's a mist. It's not really a good mist. It's more like a Stephen King kind of mist.
Was it the Mist? The one in the American town?
Yeah.
It was the mist. Yeah. Okay. That's not good mist.
No. So there are we think that there are creatures and things like that in the mist. So we must clear up the mist to discover an old country which was destroyed. So you must rebuild the towns. You must harvest the things that can be taken. The resources like pigs and stone and things like that. So it's a kind of simple Martin Wallace game. Okay. Which can be played by, well, say almost everyone. The age is 12 plus, so it can be played with anyone. But it's rather a calculating game. You can play any way you want it, but if you think about it, you will be better.
It's a Euro game.
Yeah,
good old-fashioned Euro game.
It's pure Euro game.
Definitely. Well, I remember seeing this one at Essen this year.
Yes.
Well, rather last year now.
Yeah.
And the principle was fun, but you guys, how can I put this? The direction wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
The sort of, this wasn't all there, all the graphics and such. It wasn't as pretty. It didn't seem to have much of a theme. Now it seems to have it.
Yeah, it's a basic point is a pick and delivery game, but we wanted to go to be a little more original. So we had the idea of the mist, which can be put apart, and then you will. Build and travel between.
Rebuild the entire country. Excellent. Okay. Well, this one will be out then in a few months' time in France. Internationally, a little bit after, no doubt.
Yeah. Some kinds last 1 or 2 months after Cannes. And because Cannes is only a specific date for France, so we have a little more time for the English and German market.
Around price?
40 euros.
There you go then. Distributed by Asmodee as per
usual. And then you will know it's really
prototype.
It's a real prototype.
Final touch, but
the content is more final, but not the box.
Can we look at the contents?
What?
Can I get the content
Oh,
now?
yeah, of course. Everything.
Oh, there's painting.
So yeah, it's a final touch because we are talking about painters. It's no, it's on the other side. I will explain.
Okay, gotcha. Right.
Because we try to make the painting and then you discover what you are painting.
Okay.
The game is by Mike Elliott, who is a great fan of fun games like Quarriors and things like that.
Gotcha.
I always wanted to work with him, and he gave us this little card game, which is really fun to play, very quick, and which is a kind of cutthroat theme. And you have a hand of 5 cards.
Right.
You must.
These being these cards here.
Yes. It's only colors.
Yeah.
We put specific symbols for the
colorblind.
Colorblind. Yeah. So you must play cards to achieve this goal, to green, to red, etc.
Okay.
You can put any number of cards you want, but they must all be of the same kind. So green or yellow, what you want.
Gotcha.
If you are the last person to put the last drop of paint, you get the painting, which is a parody of famous paintings.
Of course.
And you got the points.
Gotcha.
If you cannot play or you wouldn't like to play, you can put 1 card here.
Right.
And when 3 cards are here, you give this card to your opponent and he scores 5 points.
Right.
So you must try to achieve the 10 points, but you must drop from time to time some cards.
Right.
Because it's better to let your adversary get 5 points and not than 10. So it's like a cutthroat game because you are trying to put your opponent in a way that he cannot do anything else than it's 10 or 5, so I give you 5. And from time to time you try to get the 10. When you play with 4 players, you play on a team. So you cannot go in private to speak, but you cannot speak with you can speak with the other players. Do you still have any blue? Can I play blue?
Gotcha.
The other people are listening as what you say, so it's really, really fun.
Excellent.
And we have lots of parody of paintings that are rather famous.
On the photo, because there's some good
Not
ones
all
in
the ones, because you must...
Right, zoom in a little bit for this as well, because he's actually quite good. Up, there we go.
Yeah.
There we are. That's some nice work there. Who's the artist for this one?
I don't really know his name. But it's really...
He's good. He's got some good ideas. I like it. Okay, so this one we're looking at when for release?
Before summer, I think.
There we go. Okay. All right, so still pretty soon to come then.
Yeah, because the game has already fully playtested.
It looks...
the look is rather final, except the box. But
in fact, now I think about it, I think I actually saw you guys playing it with Martin Wallace at Gen Con.
Yes.
I think while I was wandering through the press area.
Mike was showing it to me, and we couldn't stop playing.
Yes, you did look like you were having a lot of fun, so I'll bear that one in mind.
So the next one is Road 666. It's a prototype made by myself, so I'm a great fan of Westland. So
yes.
It's also a Martin Wallace game.
Okay.
Which is a cross between, let's say, it's a party game for geek.
Right.
So it's a really simple mechanism.
Okay.
With dice.
Right.
So it's
got some
kind of Ameritrash feeling.
Okay.
But it's also a little kind of decision making and resource management and things like that. The concept of the look of the game is that we plan to make the game that a kid who survives the zombie apocalypse will have made with his own what he found on the road.
Right.
So
cool.
All the illustrations are photo taken by the kids in his flight. So you never really see clearly the Walking Dead because
you wouldn't take photos of
but
running from them.
For example, for this one, they were pursued by dogs. You see that it's the back of the car with
you see that.
And also other we can see undeads, but they are in the background. And also for the back of the cards, he took real cards
Gotcha.
And he put the photos on the back. We put the details up to being the game really marked.
Right.
And no cards are the same. You do not have them in the hand, so it's not really important to see which one will come.
Gotcha.
Will go next, but no cards will be the same.
Okay.
Same things for the resource. It will be bottle caps.
Excellent.
Dented like that, with the kind of
with the
beer
Coke on the one side,
and the resource on the other ones. Also, we made special zombie meeples that will be stone-washed to make the color go a little go away.
Nice.
All the components will be a little rough.
Excellent.
The rules will be with a proper font, because we would not like
to be able to read it.
But on the back, there will be. You will see that they are printed on something else.
Nice.
Hotel bills, advertisements, and things like that to make it. And even for the cover of the box, it will be a parody of a game from the 60s. This one is a real game, so we will not take this one,
yes, of course,
because it's copyright. But we will make a cover a little big like this one, and the kids will have put on details.
Right.
Here it will make the third six.
Yeah.
And perhaps he will have drawn a zombie in the background, things like that, to make a...
Like he found an old game box and he turned it into
and he used the box to
Excellent.
to put all the components.
Brilliant. Sounds good. Love the theme. Really like that theme. That's very nice. Yeah, definitely a little Ameritrash element to it.
Yeah, it's fast playing. Or it's something like 45 minutes.
Okay.
There is some resource management, but all the fight is done with dice, special dice. So it's Ameritrash. Yeah.
Excellent. Date? More or less?
We hope for Gen Con.
Gen Con, okay. And a price range, more or less?
It's difficult because all the components are rather really strange.
Yeah.
I hope between 30 euros, something like that, perhaps 35.
But I think people understand that a lot of work will go into the presentation and production. So we will see this again at Gen Con. Let's find out.
No, I have nothing else to show you.
Okay. But stuff to talk about still.
Yeah, so we have 3 more games to talk about. There is a game which is called Tin and Sulfur, which will with talking about Alchemist.
Okay.
It's a Kramer game. It's not the Kramer of Kramer and Kissling. It's another German author.
Okay.
And the 2 peoples from History, Cyril Demeg and Thomas Coe, are still working on it.
Right. So this is a co-production then?
No, because Cyril is Cyril is half History and half Space Cowboys.
It gets very confusing in their offices.
And it's the History, the Cyril half Space Cowboys that is working on Tin and Sulfur, so it will be a Space Cowboy game.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's some kind of risk-taking game when you try to amass components and not risk have your laboratory explode. So
makes sense.
Yeah. It's a kind. There is dice, but it's more German clever games that it's not Ameritrash.
Okay.
The next one, this one is for, I think, perhaps Essen, perhaps even earlier.
Wow, you guys are busy this year.
Or the 6 games.
Okay.
There are 2 more left, and they must go. They must be on sale before Christmas next year. So. The next one is something called Victorian Mastermind,
which we played just before lunch today. It was brilliant. I loved it. Eric Lang,
Antoine Bozard.
That's the one.
And you are a mad scientist
in the Victorian age.
Yes, steampunk.
You build your big death machine.
Exactly.
Stomp around Europe.
Yes, spiders.
That's the one.
Mole. And you must try to destroy all major buildings and institutions of Europe.
Using your henchmen and it's brilliant. It's really, really good. So, like it's a Euro trash.
Exactly.
As we like to see nowadays. So I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah. You're constructing a machine. You are doing dirty tricks to everyone with saboteurs and things like that way.
But it's nice. So, it plays really well, and even in the prototype, it feels like a kind of mastermind.
Yes,
sort of game,
it's also because Antoine has bought a 3D printer.
Yes,
so he made real beautiful prototypes with small buildings and things like that. So it's
great. Kind of like a Victorian age Despicable Me.
Exactly. That's our goal. We will not make a realistic look like Dystopian Wars or things like that. It will more be what you said. In fact, it's Moi moche et méchant.
Yes, moi moche et méchant. That's it. Despicable Me.
Yeah. So it's and there is also another game.
But that one is for before we move on. That one is for 2017, right?
Yes.
Apparently
Also, perhaps advanced boxes in the Gen Con. For sale in Gen Con, I think it's difficult.
You'll keep one aside for me, won't you, Croc?
Yeah,
man.
No problem.
Good man, I like to hear that.
And the last one, last but not least, it's a Reina Knizia game.
What, sorry, eh?
Reina Knizia game.
Right.
It's a kind of big game, which he was not doing anymore for a long time. So there is, it's an opportunistic. You must, for the moment, it's called Mayapan. It's building of Aztec pyramids, but the theme can be modified to almost everything.
Okay.
Building buildings, cakes. I don't know, but peoples are cooperatively speaking buildings, pyramids, but each one will have points. When they build some kinds of pyramids, you can buy skills that can aid you in the future or take more points, but on the spot.
Gotcha.
There is a lot of way of winning.
Okay.
I think it's really a good Reina Knizia game. It's kind of return of what he has done in the past with rather big games.
Right.
When I say big games, it's something like 1 hour, and it can also be played by anyone, but it's not the quick games that he was doing in the late years. The game is from now in Switzerland. It's with Sébastien Pochon, which is another guy from Space Cowboys. Is very fond of clever, technical, and very precise game. So he's tuning the game to make it really perfect.
So we're looking at a Euro game here.
Yeah, we are.
Big Euro game.
Yeah, a big Euro game. When you got a game from Reina Knizia, it's almost done. But with the Space Cowboys, we try to go a little farther than that, and so we are still looking at what can be done to make the game even better and really playable with the good material.
Well, that's commendable. Can't say anything against that. So we're talking big box game, Euro game, probably Aztec themed, but we'll see.
We are. No, probably not Aztec.
Oh, my bad.
But,
probably not Aztec.
But we don't know.
Okay.
Perhaps if we stay that, but
we'll see what happens.
We already had Tikal and things like that, so I think the Aztec theme is really rather black for the moment.
Gotcha, it's a bit done. Fair enough. Yeah. But you guys have got enough time because that one is going to be early 2016, mid 2017. Sorry, early 2017, mid 2017, I imagine, for the release.
Oh well, we hope for Christmas, but
oh really? Okay.
Perhaps January last year. We don't know.
We shall see.
Okay
then.
That's a rather heavy schedule for.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the biggest things I was going to say is that everybody kind of used to know Space Cowboys as a company that did 1 or 2 games every year. So this is a big step up for you guys.
Yes, we put on the turbo. So
just a tiny going from 2 to 6.
Yeah.
Well,
we are also Cyril Debec from History is with us a lot more. Same thing with Sébastien Pochon. We have more guys to be able to work on the products. So we do a lot more.
Perfect. Well, I don't think anybody have any complaints against that. Anyway, I think we're all done.
Yeah.
More or less.
Perfect.
Hope that interested you guys. Thank you very much, Croc, sir, for coming in.
Thanks.
And what can we say? Good luck for 2016. Yeah. Good luck with all the work you have to do. God knows it's a lot of it now. That's about it. So thank you guys for watching. Keep an eye out for all the games we've seen. We will have more details on Tric Trac with them as they appear. Until then, take care. Have a great year. See you next time. Bye.
See you.